You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Empire Girls After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Empire Girls After Show.
What's up, what's up? As we all know, Bing is for doing, and tonight we are doing a after show for Empire Girls. What's up, your girl? This is your girl, Ashley Gray, and I'm here with my lovely co-host.
Hey girl, it's me, Brooke Chavez.
What's up, and I'm Bamm Ericsen.
What's up, what's up? So, this episode was kind of, it was interesting. So, we have a lot to talk about. So, let's first start off with how this cast, how did they meet? How did Julissa and, Adrienne become friends?
They met 10 years ago, according to an interview on Vibe. They met 10 years ago on the set of an MTV movie.
Oh, wow.
And so they've been friends basically for 10 years.
Wow.
And so they were approached by Style Network to do the show, I'm assuming because Style and Ian had something to do together. And of course, Adrienne was on Keeping with the Kardashians when she was dating Rob. And so I'm sure they probably kind of put two and two together. And so that's how this show came about. And this show basically is about them taking their careers to the next level. Adrienne is the singer who's from 3LW and the Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then Julissa, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Julissa is a host, and she started out with BET on 106 in Park. And you guys probably saw her hosting the reunion shows for Jersey Shore also, and she's done a ton of stuff hosting.
Oh, wow.
And they're both Latinas, and this is huge, too, because there's never been a Latina reality show with Latinas who speak English, and it's in English. So that's a big deal also.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So they've been friends, best friends for 10 years.
Right.
And I remember I read somewhere that they actually became so close that on that movie set that they met on, they requested the same trailer. So that's crazy how you can find someone, especially in the industry, and just bond with them so quickly. So that's cool. 10 years, that's a long time. A really, really long time.
Oh, yeah. And they're both New Yorkers.
Yeah, New Yorkers.
Oh,
So they
East
have that in
Coast
common.
flair. We were just talking earlier, East Coast is so different from the West Coast.
Yeah.
But their personalities are different, which
Very.
they're very different. Like Adrienne's she's very spicy. She's very go with the flow. She's very, I don't know. Do you think she's kind of bratty in some ways?
From this episode, it kind of seems like not necessarily bratty, but she wants it to be about her. She's used to the spotlight being on her, and in any situation, it's about me. It's about me. Oh, what? It's about me. So it's like that.
Yeah,
kinda.
a little bit of a control freak too. She
Yeah.
likes the spotlight. She does put on her game face for the camera, and you know that. And Julissa's totally laid back, a lot more chill. I wouldn't say more stale, but because
it's the second show. Who knows?
Her
Hopefully,
personality comes out, but they're definitely very different.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they describe their style as like the Latina Laverne and Shirley.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so I can see that in Adrienne, but like I said, like you said, Julissa, she's very laid back.
Yeah.
She only kind of lets loose every once in a while.
She does. And I actually, from the style side, I really love how Julissa dresses. It's very New Yorker. And Adrienne, I don't really know. No, well, of course I'm going to comment, girl. Some of that stuff that she wears is just not cute. I'm like, girl, come on. You can't be representing New York looking like that.
Yeah.
So, but me personally, I'm more sleek. I like stuff to be not too much, nothing going on. And I really love Julissa's style when watching the episode. I'm like, oh, wow, I can wear that. I will wear that. And with Adrienne, I'm like, I would not even pick that up in the store. So
I feel like she's trying to wear every fad in every episode.
Yeah.
First she's got the little skull cap on, then she has the bandana, and then she's rocking, I mean, who knows what.
Yeah.
So
I'll leave that to y'all.
not that it's that important.
Yeah.
No, it is important when you have a reality show and you're trying to make it in an industry that's all about what you look like and what you have on. So I mean, you know, and if
Speaking of what they look like, man, the makeup, girl.
yeah, it's a lot.
A
It's
lot of makeup.
but I'm a girly girl and I love the makeup, so I'm with you, girls. on that
Sometimes,
one.
sometimes less is more, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It was a bit heavy.
It was heavy. You would think.
Kind of heavy.
This coming from Bamm, ladies. So, ladies, Bamm does not like the heavy makeup.
Ma'am, what do you like?
It was.
More makeup, a little less, a little more natural.
I don't mind a lot of makeup, but when we were watching it on the big screen,
yeah.
their faces, it didn't. All this didn't match the neck.
That's true.
And so I don't mind you having a lot of makeup,
Blend.
but it got to you know.
Blend.
And then it's like they're like it was just too much.
Too much.
A
Yeah.
little
much.
clownish sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Kardashians actually kind of started out that way too. The makeup was way too much. I think they saw themselves after the first season and
It
they
was
toned
like-
it down. Or that, and they were like, "Oh no, we got to get a professional artist in here." So
Well, what about some of the other cast members or crew members?
So their crew, their girls, their circle of friends includes Layla, Ashley, and then Julissa and Adrienne. And we kind of saw
And
that.
the sister.
And Claudette.
Yeah.
and that's
we
Adrienne's sister.
Yes, Adrienne's sister Claudette, and Claudette doesn't really hang out with the crew,
She's
but
too
she's
busy. Yeah, she's busy being a
Yeah,
mother.
she's busy having a baby.
Yeah.
That's what she's busy doing. But of the girlfriend little clique that they have, it's a really cute group. They're all like really intelligent, smart ladies, just trying to make it in this harsh industry, And it was really cute. We got to see a little bit of their circle when they sat down at the club and was talking boy talk.
I know.
So
Which
how do
brings
you?
us? Oh, go ahead.
No, girl, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we could focus it in more on start with Julissa, then go to Adrienne. I was gonna mention though that Layla, who's the beautiful British girl, I was like, dang, that girl is hot. She's in the hosting world too, right? And her husband's in radio. And I feel like she's going to get a lot of attention after being on the show.
Well, actually, I think that she's already made a solid name for herself. I actually see her every week backstage at ABDC at Warner Brothers Studio, and she actually hosts for MTV. So she already has a really concrete career.
Sure.
And I was actually surprised that she hung out with them when I was like, wait, is that Layla? I was like, oh, wow.
Why were you surprised?
I was just surprised because, Julissa and Adrienne, they're up and coming.
Yeah.
And I guess just being not necessarily brainwashed in this industry, I just thought that people who were so, already set in their career don't necessarily hang out with people who are trying to make it. But I get...
I have to say, though, I've seen Layla do host in her hosting world, but I didn't necessarily know her name right away. I would have recognized Adrienne and Julissa anywhere name-wise and not her. So
yeah.
So maybe this was a smart career move for her.
It was a smart career move for everyone involved, I think, because Layla's husband actually is, I don't know his name, but he's prominent in the radio industry. His show is.
We'll have to find that out.
It's up there. Yeah, we'll bring that back to you guys next week. We'll let you guys know that.
And Ashley, I just wanted to mention this too. She apparently works with in the music industry.
Oh, really?
That's what they talked about on the show.
Oh. So they're
These
all
girls are
trying
all
to do
working.
big things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All trying to come up.
This is true, aren't we all?
I know. So.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
Right.
So I just wanted to bring up this point when they were all at the club talking, and Adrienne was kind of bashing, not bashing, but I guess trying to be the protective, best friend towards Julissa and her relationship when, she was like, yeah, I don't think that you should put all your eggs in one basket.
Well, let's just go back. So let's talk a little bit. So Julissa, speaking of Julissa, one of her storylines for this particular week was she is with the New York Giants football player Antrell Roll, which Adrienne kept calling 12. She kept calling him Aunt 12. She was giving so many different names.
Antoine.
I mean, completely giving hints okay, I'm already not feeling
I don't
this dude.
like you. I don't like him.
So now so continuing.
And when they were at dinner, I was like, dang, if one of my girlfriends was like that, hounding me all the time about a guy that they haven't even met yet, and I'm like so like giddy over it. Are they being jealous? Do you think she was being jealous, or do you think that she was just trying to look out?
I have a different
Look at
opinion.
a man's perspective.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I could see that, but I really think that she's just looking at.
Looking
I really
out,
think she's looking after her, because if you think about it, these men,
especially athletes
who play ball, athletes, NFL, NBA,
yeah.
you name it. I mean, you have to be a little critical.
Timeout. We got Bamm. Bamm's like, no.
Pause. Timeout.
Careful.
Wait. I'm sorry. What?
Not every guy, but you got to go in with an open eye, you know.
She had
one eye open.
Adrienne hadn't even met the boy yet.
True.
I mean, could she just at least meet the guy before she starts giving her opinion? Like, mind your business.
No, yeah.
That's her best friend, though.
But still, like, she hasn't met him yet. Like, could she meet him first? I mean, normally you can get vibes or something. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have conversation and maybe tell, like, oh, okay,
wait a minute,
but
something's wrong.
Just the way sometimes girls do, it's like she didn't even meet him. And I felt that she should have at least waited to meet him, or at least she didn't even know his name. At least Google him, Google him, go on the website and kind of get some information about him. So I think she was totally at fault about that.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree too. Like, if my girlfriend was just always telling, like, oh, I didn't like this person, you didn't even meet him yet. Like, girl, give him a chance. You don't have a man, so how are you giving me advice, honey? Like, I don't get it. Adrienne, we're not trying to say that you are, like, all completely wrong, but it's like, back up. Like, let her breathe. Like, I understand that's your best friend, but dang.
Meet the guy first.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be negative Nancy all the time.
Yeah.
But I can see how she's looking after her friend.
Yeah.
But you don't want to hear it 24/7.
Not 24/7.
And of course, you want to meet the guy beforehand.
Of
I'm
course.
picking up what you're putting down. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picking it up. I feel
We
you
picked
on
it
that.
up.
Yeah.
We picked it up.
And so that was one of her storylines about her and this new guy that she's trying to meet. And then her other storyline, of course, was her trying to get a new apartment because
she's living with her daddy, her mama, her sister, her brother, the dog, and a cat.
That's how Latinos do it, girl.
I'm like, dang. I mean, it was really cute when she was in the hallway and, like, curling her hair, and I was like, dang, girl, how many bathrooms y'all got? Only one?
I know.
Obviously, it's only one because, well, it may be more, and it was just occupied at the time, but I really like that because it shows that, you know how some reality shows are staged, which, of course, this one probably is a little bit, but it's like, she's really putting herself out there, and, like, look, I moved to New York and didn't have enough money to get an apartment. And, you know, she's putting that out there for us to see. And, I mean, it makes her more personable. It's like, that's how it is. It's expensive to live in L.A. and to live in New York.
And it just shows that that's really real. You don't have to get a fake house to pretend like you're doing all this. Because clearly, you know, she says she's already bombed a bunch of auditions.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of struggling right now. And that helps show that she's struggling. But she does go and get a new apartment, which I thought was really cool, was that her dad is a taxi driver. So she can go anywhere in New York for free.
For free.
Hey, saving money there.
Exactly, because it's expensive in New York for taxi cabs and plus the traffic. So she got a hookup on that.
And I like the way that they showed that. Like, look, I'm just like you. My daddy is a taxi driver. You know, we're not living this extravagant life. I'm really trying to make it just like everyone else. So she's reaching out. Like, she touched me. It's like, wow, you're just a normal person doing something that, you know, you're living your dreams and you're aspiring after something with a lot of thrive and determination. So I was like, dang, your daddy a taxi driver?
But could money be an issue if she moves over to Hell's Kitchen area in New York?
Potentially.
Especially
since she's been a little dry when it comes to jobs.
Yeah.
And getting her career back into focus.
That's an expensive neighborhood.
It's an up-and-coming neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's, she seems so smart. I'm sure she's not going to make a financial obligation that she can't keep.
Yeah.
And she can always move back in with her with the parentals.
I'm sure she's getting paid something for this.
She
was bragging about how big the apartment was. I didn't think the apartment looked...
For New York standards, though, that was a big apartment. The parquet flooring, no. Not a fan of parquet flooring. But that view, the window,
the view was
like Shazam. That's what I'm talking about.
But why did they have to walk up the stairs 5 flights? Like...
That was the first apartment
one that she looked at.
Yeah, the first apartment, like, they have the elevator in
Older
New York.
building, maybe. I don't know.
I've been to older buildings in New York, and they have elevators.
Well, maybe this one didn't, or maybe it was just for the
sake of
drama.
Drama.
Walking a 5 flight of stairs.
Yeah, and Adrienne,
like
of course, was like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot, girl. If you take that Scully off, maybe you won't be so hot."
I know. What did she say? My legs are shorter than yours. Slow down.
She is a little one, but I'm a little one too. We're itty bitty, so we support the little ones.
Short people
with little legs.
What about also with Julissa, her accent? That was another issue.
Oh yeah. So how do you feel about that? Like, would you guys change your accent to be more appealing to the mainstream audience?
Absolutely, I would.
Bam, you said absolutely.
To fill these guys in, if you guys know Julissa, she has a very strong accent. She's Dominican. She grew up speaking Spanish and English. You can hear it if you've seen her. And one of the things that her manager or agent had mentioned was that she needed to go and, you know, try to get rid of the accent so she could be more mainstream and not just do what she was doing on 106 in Park or MTV and do anything and everything. So she goes to a class, an accent class, to try to get rid of it. And I think that I would do that too. I'm from Texas. I don't think I have an accent. I try not to. I want to be able to do everything.
I mean, all great actors do it. Nicole Kidman, all the people from Australia, Nicole Kidman, she has a heavy accent, but when she's acting, when she's doing other characters, you can't tell because she's playing another character. So.
And I think that a lot of the audience is looking at it as she's changing herself. No, she's a Latina. She needs to always be like this. And I mean, I kind of get where they're coming from, but if you don't really know the industry, then you'll have that mindset. Like, no, I think you should stay true to your roots. But if you want to be, you know, truly successful and do other things besides just like urban, you know, in that market, then you have to like expand. And not that she's losing herself, she's improving.
That just shows that she's versatile. The versatility. She can go in and do something urban or do you know, talk to Latinos and connect with them, and then do something that's more mainstream.
But you know, also the Steve Madden rep made a really good point. People are not when you're on the radio, people can't see your face. All they can hear is your voice. And so for someone who's somewhere in the country somewhere, but also who have Steve Madden shoes, they have to be able to understand you. So you have to be able to appeal. If you're going to be a representative for Steve Madden, which is all over the world, you have to speak in a general language where everyone can hear you, because not everyone's going to be from New York, or not everyone's going to be Dominican.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. I mean, that's just something that everyone has to do. It's so, I mean, it's not like she's losing who she is. She's staying true. She's still spicy, that spicy Latina. She still has an amazing bubbly personality. She's just, you know, making some tweaks to be more versatile.
And when she got rid of the accent a little, when she was in that class, the teacher said, you know, you said this perfectly. How did you feel? Did you feel any less Dominican?
And she was like, no.
I still feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know, so
when she did the demo, she was still talking. I didn't. Her rep was like, she killed it. She killed it. And I'm like,
she sounded exactly the same.
Yeah. She killed it, meaning it's dead. That's how she killed it. Not good. Like, girl, it's laying on the floor dead. That's how you killed it. Seriously, because I mean, and it's kind of embarrassing to get tips from the rep, because they hired you to be perfect, not to give you pointers on how to execute this assignment. So I was kind of like, oh, please get it. Like,
she needed to just slow down too.
She was nervous.
I mean, Latinos are fast talkers, but when you're on the radio, you need to, you know, enunciate, slow down, be clear, concise.
She'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
she's amazing. She's already
got
it.
She's gotten this far, so she's doing something right.
Yeah, she's amazing. So let's bring it to our little spicy one, the spiciest Latina on the show.
Yes.
Adrienne.
Little Adrienne.
How do we feel about Adrienne's character? Well, not even character. This is who she is. Yeah. Or is she playing a character? What do you think?
Honestly, I think she's cute. I mean, she's not a kid anymore, like a cheetah girl, but she still, I feel, plays that cuteness. And I do like her personality. I like that she throws things out there, phrases out there, like what it do when she walks in.
I thought she was like, "What's up, ho?" I'm like, wait, did she just say "What's up, ho"? You were like, "No, I think she said boo." I was like, "Oh, okay."
But I'm hoping that's really who she is, and she's being herself, because I like that, and I can connect to that. Yeah. Because I'm like that at home with my family. Yeah. And not having to censor anything. I'm hoping that's really her because I like it if it's really her.
See, I didn't watch. I didn't watch the Kardashians, and I remember songs that she did with like 3LW and Cheetah Girls, but I've never really heard her speak or see her personality. So what I see right now is what I'm gonna assume who she is.
Yeah, exactly. And just to clear it up, she wasn't on the show like as a cast member. She just made a cameo, I believe, at the wedding of Omar.
She made multiple cameos.
Oh, really?
There was a whole. She was in probably like 8 episodes when she was with Rob Kardashian. I saw them all, and she was more toned down there. She was more toned down.
Yeah.
But she was also in love, and we saw her cry because she went to India when she and Rob were together and they were going to be apart. So she was in a good portion of one of the seasons, and I can't remember which season it was. But
do you think she's still like hooked on Rob? Like, she still loves him?
Well, in the first episode, doesn't she talk about him?
She talks about him, but I don't know if it's for ratings. She wants to just keep plugging the Kardashian name. I don't know why. But
well, she broke up with him.
Well,
so
that doesn't mean anything. You can break up with somebody and still want them back.
I totally thought that was included because Style E, the connection. She probably got the show because, you know, people remember her from being on the Kardashian show. So I think she probably had to say something about it just for the sake of pleasing the network, because that was like eons ago. Like, why?
3 years ago.
Why are you having a conversation? I thought that was like, okay, why are we watching this?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like she had her audience as a Cheetah Girl, you know, these tweens, these young girls, and she had her audience as a 3LW, but I feel like she really encompassed everyone when she came out on the Kardashians, and that's when everyone knew her name at that point, because millions were watching. So that's when they were like, who is this Adrienne Bailon girl? And
yeah.
So
Cheetah
she
girl.
needed to mention his name again.
Yeah. Well, even in the interviews, you know, people are obviously asking, will he make an appearance? And her answer is, we'll just have to wait and see. So
which obviously she's gonna say.
Yeah.
She's not gonna say no.
She can't say no because then people will maybe turned off to not watch it. So that's the.
But is he really that popular, Rob Kardashian?
Oh yeah, I mean,
in my life he's not.
He himself, I wouldn't say is popular, but because
the name
he's affiliated
is popular,
with the Kardashians and they're everywhere. I mean,
and he got to be on Dancing with the Stars.
And he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't really done anything aside from be a brother to these girls.
Well, according to him, he's an entrepreneur. That was on.
He's working
they
on
all
it.
claim to be entrepreneurs.
He's working on it.
Oh yeah. So are you gonna come out with the sex tape, Rob?
That's your cue.
I mean,
but you know he has her name tattooed on the side of his or lower chest.
And she has his name.
And she has his name.
Would you ever do that? Would you ever, Bamm? Would you ever tattoo somebody's name on you?
Be honest, Bamm.
Never. I don't do tattoos.
No, I don't do tattoos either.
No, even if it was my husband, no.
I already said, I think Kim said this, putting a tattoo on me is like putting a bumper sticker on a Bentley.
On a Benz or a Bentley. Anything. No.
It just ruins it.
Yeah. I'm just not. I would definitely wouldn't put another guy's name on me. But I'm open to tattoos, but. Oh, girl, Adrienne, girl, you got to get that covered up.
Before we go to Adrienne, you want to talk about iTunes?
Oh, yes. Okay, so everyone, viewers, so what you guys can do is go to iTunes, rate, comment, tell a friend. It's very simple. It's so easy, and it will help us all out. And also, if you guys ever shop on Amazon.com, what you can do is first go to AFTERBUZZTV.com, and there you can click on the Amazon banner, and you can buy whatever you want. It's free. You don't have to pay any additional cost. You just go to AFTERBUZZTV.com, click on that Amazon banner. It will help us out lot. We do this content for free, and we would truly appreciate it. So yes, you guys make sure you do that. So then now who we're going to talk about?
Well, yeah, we still
Adrienne.
We're not done. We're not done.
I love that.
So Adrienne's big story was her sister's pregnant.
Right.
And so her sister Claudette's pregnant, and so she's planning a baby shower, and she really, 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 really wants to be the godmother, and so Claudette hasn't asked her yet, so she's freaking out because she wants to be, and so she wants to make sure that the baby shower is super, super special and everything is ran perfect, because she hopes that this will let her know that she's a very responsible young lady, and hopes that she will be able to be the godmother.
So do you think that they were just prolonging the Claudette asking for the suspense of the show, or do you think that her sister just didn't think that she was qualified and she needed her to prove herself a little bit more?
I hate to say this, but it was definitely set up that there was.
Yeah, the
they were
suspense.
prolonging.
Yeah, but do you still think that Adrienne may not be as qualified as some of the other family members that she mentioned before?
I mean, she's her only sister. It's just
but there was a best friend,
a
cousin that the cousin and Claudette was really, really close. So these were the different possibilities as far as Godmom was concerned. And Adrienne did end up getting chosen, but
and there's always the issue that Adrienne stated that she's always put her career over family, and so she's been doing the whole music thing because they both used to sing, and so you do kind of have to wonder, when she first, there was a whole thing like, oh, I really have a question that I want to ask. I was wondering, will you be in that? Will
you be in the delivery room? And she's like, oh. And then, of course, at the end,
I don't know. I thought that was kind of. Why does she need to be in the delivery room besides the fact that you're on a reality show?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, maybe because that is her only sister.
Yeah, that is true.
And like Latinos, we like to take the whole family.
Yeah.
Anything we do, we want to have
we saw that entourage when
Entourage.
they were, walking the little baby down. Baby Jet. Congratulations, Claudette, on your baby.
We thought Jet was a boy.
Yeah.
We did until we saw the pink
very
blanket.
end. Claudette had a girl named Jet. And I
Yes.
love the name Jet for a boy.
Yeah.
But it's growing on me for a girl.
It's a really cute name.
It's interesting.
I like it.
What did you guys think about the baby shower? The whole thing.
It was over the top. Come on. Seriously? That was too much. Really?
But I didn't think she went too far. So Claudette doesn't like a lot of bling and glam and craziness, and Adrienne does. They're opposites. But she just got outfits for.
Well, when I looked at the
Jet
shot
theme.
of the baby shower, that looked like an upscale party to me. It didn't look like a baby shower. People were like, they weren't dressed casually. They're like drinking champagne, and I'm like, is this is not like no baby shower I ever been to?
Yeah,
and
where's the punch? Where's the cake?
Yeah.
Where are the games?
It just looked too
That's
over
true.
the top. Like, and I'm like, no. Come on, and they're Latina. Like, what Latina family you're gonna go to, and this is this big production? No.
And
I
it
don't
was
think
at
they
a
could fit them
restaurant.
all in their house.
It was at a restaurant too.
Yeah, it was at a restaurant.
Yeah, I'm like, it was just too. And then like the crowd didn't even look like they were having fun.
Yeah.
It just looked like,
They were all standing around.
yeah,
It didn't look like a baby shower, but I thought the theme was cute.
the theme was cute.
The theme was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
The
Bam.
theme was cool, but only Adrienne, Julissa, and the other girl was dressed in theme.
Yeah.
Where was the best friend? Like, shouldn't more people have been involved, and shouldn't other people have been dressed in the theme except for them, the cast?
Maybe they were, and we just didn't see that because it wasn't that. There wasn't that much airtime for the baby shower.
I just think that it was over the top, and the fact that Julissa referenced that, like, actually Adrienne referenced the fact that Claudette is not someone who likes to go over the top, so that's what she's scared of doing. Like, so it's like, yeah, it was over the top, honey. That's too much. I mean, I would have loved it, but I'm an over the top kind of girl.
Me too.
But for Claudette, I don't think that. I mean, Claudette, she seemed really happy, but like you said, it wasn't really. I think it was.
There wasn't
too
much of a baby theme.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
I'm
You
like,
couldn't necessarily tell it was a baby shower.
no.
But I still thought
Just
the
a
theme
correlation because jets, like JetBlue, jet flying, man.
Pass. We pass on that baby shower. We're not coming. Well, actually, we weren't invited, but if we were, I wouldn't have came.
What I also thought interesting with Adrienne was that the week before, Neo really ripped her a new one for not being focused. And so when they were at the dance studio, learning a choreography for her single, she made an effort saying that if the phone rings, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm not gonna answer it. So she was trying to do the right thing because Neil's her manager, and she almost lost her contract for it. So she was really trying to be focused. And then the one time when the phone is ringing, she makes that decision not to answer, and then the phone is ringing and ringing and ringing, and then it's the mom and cursing out like, where the hell you been? You know, you're supposed to be in the living room.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for her, because the one time when she was trying to be responsible and do what she's supposed to do, then her mom calls.
Well,
Right.
that's the conflict about when
Yep.
I thought that the sister may not want her to be the godmom because she normally puts her career before the family. So it's like, if I want you to be the godmom to my child, if I really need you, will you make the decision to come home if you have a concert that night?
But
Right.
I'm gonna assume that Claudette knows. Okay, Adrienne is getting ready to have a single. She's on this new contract with Compound Records, so she has to know that although she's the godmother, she can't expect Adrienne to just drop
Everything.
everything. You know.
Would you drop everything for your like little brother or for your niece, or if you had like a godson?
It depends.
I would drop everything.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah,
if
it
it were
does- yeah.
life-threatening, or you know.
But a sister wouldn't call if it wasn't threatening,
Right,
knowing
right.
the situation. And I just think that was a little, that was my hesitancy when I was like, well, I don't know if she should be the godmom, because it seemed like, you know, she would
Does she
put-
only
I
want
feel
to
like
be
she
the?
would.
Does she only want to be the godmother because she just kind of wants her way?
I think so. I think that she just wanted the role as godmom just to say that I'm the godmom. Because remember at the end when she was like, instead of telling Julissa like casually, like, oh yeah, she asked me to be, she was like, godmom, yeah, look at the picture of my
Look at my
goddaughter.
goddaughter,
Look at
yeah.
my goddaughter. Look at, so it's like me. And then yeah, so
I also thought that was an interesting moment when Adrienne and Julissa was outside, and she said, you know, my sister, she did it right. You know, she put her family first. She has a nice family, although she's not married. But okay.
is she? I think she is married.
I didn't get that. Was that she said that here's the baby daddy?
No,
but
she
she
said
never
brother
said-
in the
Oh, but
caption.
the caption, it
yeah,
does say
it said
brother-in-law.
in-law. So
she's
she's
yeah.
yeah.
She did mention she got engaged. Yeah,
Yeah.
She got engaged. She got married. She had a baby. She did it right. Exactly how.
And
what was-
that's
how it's
you
supposed
know
to go.
that's another interesting thing that I really loved about the show is that they plug in really great values. So just that alone is she did it right. She said that multiple times throughout the show actually. She did it right. She got married first and then she had a kid,
Versus us who put our career first.
Yeah, or versus us who have, the unconventional of having a baby without getting married. I know in close families, maybe that may be the mentality like, okay, if I do have a baby, without being married, this is wrong, or, I don't know. Do you have any opinion on that? What do you think?
I mean, I personally think you should get married, have a baby, but sometimes it doesn't always work.
Yeah,
out
it
that
doesn't.
way,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
just like that. With all that's going on in today's society, with all this negativity and these horrible images that people are putting out, I think that it's nice. It's refreshing to see that.
Well, let me just ask you guys as women, because she wanted to get the advice from who is it that Adrienne wanted to get the advice from?
Layla.
Oh,
she,
Layla.
yeah, she wanted to get the advice from Adrienne, from Layla in regards to if how does she do it of being able to have everything as far as motherhood and career and all that. For women, it's hard. Like, you guys have your careers that you want to do. So do you guys feel bad that you haven't been married and and
Actually,
Well, I am
Yeah.
married and I do have a daughter.
okay?
You didn't know this.
I didn't know that, but then
She'll
but,
be making
then
a
look
cameo.
at the bling.
well, I
She'll be
didn't.
making a
I didn't
cameo on the show
because
soon.
your hands was like this, so I didn't know.
Ooh, look at that bling. That is nice.
Thank you, honey. I mean, sure, you have to sacrifice some, but I truly believe that women can do it all. I am able
Yeah.
to host in Los Angeles, be with my daughter, spend time with my husband, have a career. I do think that women can do it. I also have a very supportive family. I have a mother who takes care of my daughter when I need her. Like I said, us Latinos,
They stick
pitch in,
together,
we stick
man.
together. Not everyone has that, but it is possible. I mean, you're tired
Yeah.
a lot of the time, and sometimes you're running all around 24/7, but at the end, for me, it's worth it, because I want my daughter to see that you can have a career, you can follow your dreams and still have beautiful babies and be a mom and a great wife.
And then, go ahead.
I feel that it just sucks that Adrienne has to keep going back and forth, should I do family, should I have career, and I just think she should be able to do both.
Yeah,
Sure.
but then with like for me, I'm the total opposite. I have a plan. I don't want to, I want to focus on my career right now.
What's your plan?
Well, I want to focus right now on my career. I just think that, that's something that I'm really in. I've had this goal for such a long time. And, when I'm 27, I want to be engaged. And then I want to be engaged for a couple of years. Yes, I'm telling my whole life story right now.
Let's hear it,
And then,
girl.
like, at 30, I want to have kids, or 31. So I want to focus on my career right now. I'm not trying to rush the whole family thing.
So when you're 27, what if
That's just a girl can dream, can't she, Bamm?
Taking applications.
Chili did
Yes.
Chili did kind of the same thing. I'm just kind of wondering. So at 27, like, what if you're not in a relationship? Are you going to?
I mean, I'm a firm believer in, God has a plan for my life. So if it doesn't happen at 27, it will happen eventually.
Okay.
Right now, that's just not my focus. So I can understand where Adrienne is really, like, battling in her mind, like, career or family, career or family. You can have both. Prime example.
Lots of women do.
Definitely lots of women do. But even like Tyra Banks, she struggled for a long time. Like, what should I do? I want to have a kid, but, I don't know. And so
I don't think Adrienne is ready. I don't think she
Oh,
wants to be
no.
married. She's living the life. I don't even know why she's actually even struggling with the whole family career thing, because she doesn't seem like she wants to be married. She's trying to get back on top.
yeah,
as a solo
exactly.
artist.
And that's the grind.
agree.
That's just the mentality. You can do it. Like, I want a family once I reach that goal of mine. But I mean, she can do it. I loved her when she was in 3LW, Cheetah Girls. So I think she can do it. She just got to stick to it. She has a great personality. That style girl is just whack. Seriously.
I agree
Be
with
not-
what
well,
you're saying, Bam, about her.
We
I don't
hope
think
to get
she's
her on
ready.
the show. So
I know, Adrienne. Look, I mean,
She's cute.
it's girlfriends with girlfriends too.
I think
We
she's
give
trying to
advice.
experiment and
She-
be a
yeah.
trendsetter.
Some
Some things work, some things
yeah,
don't.
they did. Well, I'm not gonna say. About the-
No, say it, Bam. What?
Did you see the blogs got her about that bathing suit she did about 2 weeks ago?
With
for Memorial Day?
that looked like a trash bag or
The sh-
something with those.
with the high shoulder pads.
Yes.
I
Oh,
didn't see
Bam. Was it cute?
That was
Was it
Adrienne. I'm
cute?
sorry, because I really want you to come on the show in the next couple weeks, but no.
No, bueno.
that was but maybe sometimes things look good when you see it, and then when you put it on, you don't maybe realize. So I'm thinking maybe she saw it and was like, oh, that's hot, and then didn't realize that once it was on and she's being photographed, and once she saw the picture of herself,
Yeah.
she's probably thinking, oh yeah,
And
I
we
see.
all have our fashion flops, so.
But I like people who go out there and say, okay, maybe this is different, but I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try it. And they might fail terribly,
Yeah,
but better
girl,
you, girl, than me. So it's
she
all
experimented a little bit too much because, yeah, there wasn't one outfit that she wore on the show that I was like, ooh, that's really cute. I was like, ooh, girl.
I think the pink dress.
Oh,
that
the
she
pink
wears
dresses was really
in
cute
her,
in the interview.
Yeah, in the interview.
When
That's
when
cute.
she's like talking to the camera.
Yeah.
It was cute.
I don't
that
remember
one.
that.
It
I
was
don't
like
remember
when
she
she was
wearing.
the entire time. she
Yeah,
talking
it was
to
like
the
when she was
camera.
coming back and was
When
like,
she'd comment.
yeah.
Okay.
But I was wondering,
Bam's like, that was
I don't
ugly.
remember. I don't remember what she's wearing. I just remember what she was saying.
It was
but I
when she
wasn't-
had on too much blush.
That was the whole show.
yeah, that was the whole show. Taking it
We
back,
love you,
though.
Adrienne.
Bam, I agree with you. I don't know why she's going back and forth right now. We all know she's focusing on her career, and that's what she's trying to do is make a comeback. But she does say, when she's standing there with Julissa, she does say, at the end of the day, what matters most to me is family, and I would drop everything to have that family, which I was like,
Because if that single blows up and it's hot, and you have to do the MTV Awards, American Music Awards, Grammys, are you really gonna like give that up?
Yeah,
I, just
perform.
don't think she's, I don't think she's ready. Do you guys know how old she is? Not 30 yet, obviously, because
They want to make
they
it
want to make it by the
before
time
they're
30.
30.
She started out when she was 15 in the game, and she said she's been in it for 10 years, so 25, 26, 27,
Yeah,
somewhere.
maybe 26, 27. Yeah, maybe. Well, right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and we can come back and we can talk a little bit more about Julissa's love life and the boyfriend, and get a little more about how Miss Adrienne, how we feel if she's a hater or she's just like giving good advice. So we can talk a little bit about more right after this.
Hey there, good buddies. The handle's Woolly Bear. I'm a truck driving man, but I'm not that old school kind of truck driving man, no. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm driving through these great United States of ours. And my favorite podcasts in the world are from AFTERBUZZ TV. And why? Because AFTERBUZZ TV is like a post-game wrap-up show for all your favorite TV shows. Like Jersey Shore, Dancing with the Stars, Mad Men, and a whole truckload more. I like listening to my Gossip Girl podcast, catching up with all my fellow fans and getting all the latest news and gossip. No, I got some strong opinions. And AFTERBUZZ TV lets me share those opinions with thousands of other listeners. Woo-wee, what a feeling. I used to doze off on those lonely stretches of road. And don't worry, I got the cruise control. But now I'm wide awake and listening to all the AFTERBUZZ TV goodness. Check them out, give them a holler, and tell them the old Woolly Bear sent you.
She does like football players.
Yeah, she does. All right, guys, we are back, and we're going to get into the housewarming scene on the show tonight when Miss Adrienne showed up and Julissa's boo was there. So, let's talk about Miss Thang's reaction to the new boy.
What was the first thing she said to him? You know you athletes have a reputation.
Yeah.
That was the first thing she said to him.
Yeah.
And she did not need to approach it like that.
And everyone agreed. Even Layla was like, you know, I don't think he's been in the game for a long time. He's been having all these girls. Like, he's ready to settle down. And then Adrienne was like, are you really, though? Are you really ready to settle down? So, I don't know. How did you feel, Bamm, about her Miss Thang's reaction?
Out of pocket. Just like a girl who does not have a man who wants to butt into her friend's business.
Yeah, it was kind of random.
I mean, very random. It was, and not only that, but Julissa's family was there.
Mm-hmm.
And so by you making that big spectacle, then you know everyone else is listening. Oh, as a matter of fact, you remember when prior to the housewarming party, the dad, Jose, actually told Adrienne, and I wrote it down. He said, "Let her pick who she wants."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, Papa, tell her,"
Yeah.
you know. And so just for her to make that big scene, I felt was just uncalled
And he left.
for. Yeah.
He left.
Yeah, it was a little much. I mean, I don't know why she couldn't just come in normal.
Yeah.
Ask him about himself
And then talking about, yeah, we about to be best friends and this.
It just seemed phony.
Yeah, very.
Very phony.
And she was like, I got my eye on you.
It was weird.
I know.
It's like
going on?
I mean, I understand best friends, and you know, I look out for my girlfriends. But do you guys think it's a little bit like she doesn't want Julissa to be happy because she doesn't have a man, and her and Rob didn't work out? Or do you think? I mean, I kind of.
It could be subconsciously that that's the way she feels, even though she doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yet. She did not have to approach it the way she approached it, though. That was crazy.
Yeah. So. Do you do the whole questions?
Me?
Yeah, do you?
Do I question my friends, guys? Or,
Yeah.
I not really question them. I just get to know them. So I don't interrogate them, of course. But, you know, I kind of try and feel around to see, you know, what they're all about, to see if they have my friend's best interest at heart. But it's not my place to go into details and try and get the 411. Like, I'm not in their relationship. So I think that Adrienne should have just play the best friend role. Hi, it's nice to meet you. You know, Julissa loves you. She's always talking about you, instead of being like, them athletes.
Right.
I'm like, girl,
and
shut
then
up.
what about you? Did your friends pry into your relationship before you got married?
A little, but you know what? They did the prying on to me, not directly
To
to
him.
him.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
They played it cool in front of him and just got to know him.
Yeah.
And were observant and not biased because they were getting to know him. And then they got the scoop from me. That's how girls should be. I know I've never had a girlfriend that goes straight in for the kill like that.
Straight
and
in for the kill.
And I would be, it would not be cool.
To play devil's advocate, Julissa did say, you know, I just love football players. Why? Because they're hot. So you make a comment like that, just playing devil's advocate. You can maybe, does Adrienne have a point to kind of go after, being that she likes athletes and football players particularly?
She's grown. So, I mean, you're going into it, if you're going into it with that mentality in particular, then you probably will get your feelings hurt. But you set yourself up for that. I don't think it's Adrienne's, you know, I don't think she has the right to kind of interrogate that man. Like, he left. I mean, come on.
At the
was
end of the
messed up.
day, Julissa's in the relationship. She's the one having the interaction with this man. I mean,
Ooh.
she needs to just. Adrienne needs to
You got a
stick to the
thought?
sidelines.
I have a thought.
What's the thought?
I don't know. Maybe this is me just reaching, but did you guys notice when old dude was talking to? Oh my bad, not old dude. When Julissa's boyfriend was talking to Adrienne, the way he was looking, it was like kind of lustful. Like I don't like it. Like he was like looking at her like, yeah, I mean, what's up?
I felt like he was looking at her like, yeah, I know. I think I'm all that.
Yeah, I'm
You
like, boy, first of all, you not that cute, so you needs not be cocky like that. Bam, seriously, he was not.
Was he giving that look like, oh yeah, I got swag and I know it?
I think that was just his look for the camera because he wants to be cool for the camera, and so.
But men are so much more handsome when they are not cocky.
But what about you girls in pictures when you be like
I never do the
With
duck
the-
lip.
with the
I
lips.
know about that.
I mean, it's the same thing. We men, we have our thing, and
Okay.
then so
I
you know.
get it. Okay, I get it now.
But he's not.
Thank you,
LL
Bam.
He is not LL Cool
He's
J.
not
He does
LL.
not need to be licking those lips
He
like that.
don't. He was like, I mean, Adrienne, yeah, what's up, boy? Go on ahead.
And we forgot to mention he gave Julissa a picture of himself half naked, signed
I'm done.
for a housewarming gift.
In
if he
drawers.
was
Did he have on drawers,
If he was
girl?
trying to be, I guess he was trying to be cute. He did look good in that picture.
He
though.
looked good, but that's because we couldn't see his face.
Wait. He ain't all that.
That's because we couldn't see
He
his
not-
face. We couldn't see his face. We just saw him in his drawers.
We were talking about face, but then right here,
I was like, how?
that was on point.
I see that. Come on, Bam. Would you give your girl, as for a housewarming gift, a picture of your naked body? Well, now that we say it, it doesn't really seem that bad. But
First we're like, no, he didn't, but it was cute.
yeah,
To answer your question, hell no, I wouldn't do that. That's just not me. I'm not a show off.
yeah.
It's kind of corny, but maybe that's, I don't know, like we don't know the dynamics of the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she's text him. I don't know.
But not in front of the family, though. You're really gonna bring that as a housewarming gift?
Yeah, I do think he should have probably done something like, you know,
A date. Gave it to her at a date.
He gave it to her. He was the first one there.
To
He
arrive.
gave it to her before they came,
Oh,
and then
okay.
she put it up.
Or she should have said, or he should have said like, oh, this is my private gift for you.
Open it later.
Open it later or something. But he should have known that she was gonna
he
show her
wanted
friends.
it to be in front of the
He
camera.
did.
Yeah.
Cocky.
But probably wanted, you know, maybe that's his way of impressing her, so that he knew that she was gonna show it to her friends, and so by her be like, oh girl,
and
then,
she did.
yeah.
She was like,
She did that.
So it probably worked in his favor, and then of course you got Adrienne, you know, Miss Hater.
oh my gosh, Adrienne.
But y'all funny, like he not all that, but then you see the body.
I'm just saying. I mean,
He's a butterface.
He's a oh, give me some, girl. Give me some.
I mean,
What
but
what
his
is that?
face.
He looked good. Everything but his face
but
looked
his face
good.
looks good.
I'm liking that.
It's usually
six-pack.
butterface, you know.
But he's a bottom face. But his face. But his
Yeah,
face.
but if he was putting rocks and stuff on your finger, how would he still be Butterface?
Well, that's a whole other story. No, I'm just kidding.
Nope. You still ugly. I gotta look at you every day. And plus, like you gotta think about. You want to have a kid by this guy?
I'm sure there's a whole lot of other women who would think differently, being that he's been in the NFL for 7
Yeah,
years.
that-
That's
yeah.
18 years set for life. Your child.
Okay.
This is true.
So anyway,
Well, what do you guys think for future
Next
future
week.
episodes? Yeah, next week.
Will he last until next week? Do you think they'll still be together?
Interesting twist, because we see that Julissa runs into her ex-fiance,
Whoa.
and her ex-fiance says he's in love with another woman, and she
And
does not
she's
look
crying.
happy. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
I want to see that.
It's sad.
is she really crying? You know,
Love is when you love somebody. Oof.
No, but what I'm saying is that could that be why she's really crying? You know what I'm saying? You know how when they do the
Oh,
sneak
right.
peak,
It might
so
be edited
Oh,
to
I'd rather-
crying for
No,
another reason.
maybe.
I'd rather just wait, watch it. We're gonna recap it.
Yes.
You know, get your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, for everyone out there that is that's watching, you guys could follow us all on Twitter on AfterBuzz. You guys can go to iTunes, or you can catch us on www.afterbuzztv.com. You could leave comments. You know, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, follow us. We want to know your comments.
Yes, make
Spice up this conversation.
Yes. If
Let
you
us
agree
know.
with anything, if you agree or disagree, let us know.
Let
we'll
us
talk
know.
about it.
We will. And we will shout you guys out. So make sure.
Do you want to do gossip really quick?
Yes. Yeah. Tell us about the juice. Let's do some juice.
Woo! AfterBuzz TV News.
Lord Jesus.
Well, all right. So, doing an interview for Vibe magazine, they were asked the idea of the show, basically, and we kind of talked about that. But one of the questions I was asked is, what makes this show different than any other reality shows out right now? And because they are both Latina, that pretty much says it all. You know, the fact that they're two Latina women. You know, you don't really see that on TV, so that's pretty much the big difference. They were asking, like, what kind of scoop could you give us about the drama or celebrity cameos? And so DJ Cal, Neo, and Angie Martinez will be on there. And The Dream, Meek Mill, and Wally will be on the show as well.
Oh, wow.
They, of course, asked, will Rob Kardashian make an appearance? And, of course, she made the right answer by saying, you just have to watch and see.
Just got to watch and see, guys.
And then, of course, Adrienne, she's trying to get her album out there. So her album is expected to hit in winter 2012. That should probably say winter 2013.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Either way, we want her here.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll help us. That's only gonna help your album.
We're gonna be tweeting you guys, and we hope that Adrienne and Julissa, that you guys come and hang out with us on AfterBuzz,
awesome.
So we can recap.
All right, guys. So that is our recap show for Empire Girls, and you can always catch me at @TweetNinaMarie, and that is TweetNinaMarie.
Hey guys, and I'm Brooke Chavez. You can follow me on Twitter at Brooke Chavez LA. That's BROOKECHAVEZ
And you can catch me, Bamm Ericsen.
Just catch him.
Because
the
name's is on the caption. So, but BAMMERICSEN.
They might just be listening.
Yeah. Awesome.
You're right. They might be listening. You're right. My bad.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.